Welcome back to City Skylines 2 and Bonita Bay. Unfortunately, last episode we did a whole bunch of work expanding Hawthorne Peak, this kind of larger home area. Pretty much extended it down here to the railroad. But at the end of the episode, the game crashed, and for some reason, autosave was disabled, or for some reason, not sure why, but unfortunately that happened. We looks like our farms here though survived. I think I did do one save, so got to be conscious of that. I am going to check real quick just to make sure autosave is on. Okay, I got it on. Got it at 10-minute intervals. I think sometimes when it crashes, it does turn autosave off for some reason. Either that or a mod messed things up. I'm not sure. So basically, we made. Let's see here. So this is kind of like our city hall and hospital, and citizen service center. Okay, so this. Okay, so this also survived here. This is kind of a higher density apartment complex. I do believe that I put in some office building somewhere in here as well that did disappear. So I think I'm going to quickly just redo this section here because I do want more single family homes, and then we'll add in some more offices over by City Hall. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to turn these on real quick so that we don't have zoning on these streets here. And I think I'm just going to continue this road, even though it's coming off at kind of a weird angle. Because I do believe that's what I did last time. Oh, but now we want to turn these off, actually. Actually, we'll do a block by block just so lines up a little bit better, hopefully. And I guess we'll figure out how many houses fit here first. I do want to give the tower here, telecom tower, a little bit of room, just because I think it does have high noise pollution for some reason. Yeah. So I think this area here will be fine. So we'll have the street maybe here. I guess we'll just maybe put that in temporarily just to see. Okay, so maybe one more as a buffer. And I always forget to change these, so we'll change those back. I don't want too much right next to this rail. I don't think I'll bring a street over this way. We will do some sort of crossing here. I might go ahead and elevate the rail at some point, just so that we have easier crossings. Either that, or maybe even sink it in, and then have the road go over. That might be a cool effect. Especially for the trains, we don't want to have a super steep track. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and zone these in. So these up here are all 3x6s. So I'm just going to continue that trend. See if we can squeeze, how many we can squeeze in. Let's see here. That was our first autosave. Every time that happens, it's gonna freak me out because of all the crashes, but that's okay. That's what happens when you play this game, especially modded. Ooh, come on, why are we doing this? It's hitching on me every once in a while, and that was not an autosave. I don't know why this zoning down here isn't lining up. It's kind of throwing it off, but I'm not gonna mess around with it too much. Oh, see, we do need that extra. Okay, so I am going to move the street over one more time back to what it was. And hopefully... Here? I think it's there. No, I think I messed that up, but it's okay. We'll just go from this end and see how many we can squeeze in. Actually, I think that's okay. We'll just do that. And again, I'm not sure why this isn't lining up, but that's okay. Just deal with that. Maybe we'll put a park over there or something. That will fine. Let's get the zoning off of this road so that it's similar to the others. Okay, easy enough. Let's go ahead and extend Hawthorne. All right. I'm gonna turn anarchy on, even though sometimes it makes things more difficult, but we'll do it for now. I think the other thing that I did is I added another bus stop in this Hawthorne neighborhood. We don't need anarchy for this. Okay, I think that should be good. That's just basically City Hall to the U District bus station. Okay, got quite a few people moving in, 109 an hour. That's good. So, unfortunately though, most of the people who are living in these homes, like I mentioned last episode, have pretty horrendous balances. This person says they're wealthy, but their balance is minus 58,000. Rent is pretty high, 46 or 460 a month. Okay, but we at least down here we have some wealthier people moving in. I am going to check here on noise. Okay. I think we should be good for noise pollution there. So it's basically this lot and this lot are in this very light area that usually doesn't affect people all that much. I'm going to boost up the simulation speed here just a bit. I should have checked our current trend when we first opened up. But I think last episode we were somewhere between 70 and 90,000 depending on the season as a negative trend. Oh, and I forgot to zone these ones, so we'll go ahead and zone those in. I'll do a little bit of landscaping here, just add in, probably not oaks. Just add in some trees because that's probably what would happen with the telecom tower so close to a residential neighborhood. We have several around where we live, and that's kind of how it is. Obviously, it depends on if you live in a place with lots of trees in the first place, but I live in Seattle, so we got plenty of trees. I think I'll reserve this area here, possibly put in another farm. Not exactly sure if we should, so close to residential. I'm not sure how farms affect residential. Okay, so this corner over here looks like it's like I designated it for park area. I think like all of these kind of random shaped areas here will probably do that. Ooh, looks like I put this road in crooked. So let's take out that straight and We'll redo it. Okay, telling us we got overlapping items. So let's take out that street. That path is probably gonna interfere with us, so we'll take that out for just a second. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and pause it real quick because it looks like this intersection here isn't lining up so well. So I'm gonna take that out and that out. And we'll just go from here. Make sure that we are stuck on 180. And turn that off. And we'll go ahead and bring this across. Hopefully everything comes back. Okay, so for some reason that wants to change how zoning is on this particular part. Okay, so it's that park right there. So we'll turn on anarchy. Actually, you know what? I'll probably just move this park one spot, and then we won't have to use anarchy. This right here is a pretty funky intersection. Wonder if we can save it with a roundabout. Oh. Still gonna come in a little bit funky. So what I think I'll do is I think I'll just take Washington Street out. Don't think it's that big of a deal. I think also maybe if we move that there, we can put in a through street. I think that should be okay. And we'll go back to this. I think that should be good. Okay, this is still giving us kind of a little bit of a weird connection, but I think I'm okay with that. And I'm hoping that if I just put those in, that those houses will stay, even though the spacing was a little bit different. Looks like they're gonna stay. And we'll have to figure out what we want to do with these two locations here. Wonder if we could just put in a couple of commercial assets. Let's just do that and that. Give it a little bit of a gap because of the houses here. Okay, so these also. Those also, the zoning disappear. Oh, shoot. I don't want that. Zoning disappeared. Apparently it wasn't really affecting anything, so I'm not sure. Anyway, let's come back over here. Got a little bit of height and density over here. Let's see here. Okay, so this townhome area came in nicely. I think maybe we'll do something similar here to kind of mirror it. Okay, so those are 3. So we'll put in I just want it on the zoning length. Okay, that is not what I wanted, so let's go ahead and take those out, and we'll do that real quick. Force the zoning to go onto those roads. Okay, I'm not sure why there's no zoning in this little section here. It should be coming off at this road. Okay, there we go. If we change that one as well, that should be good. And actually, you know what? I'll take that and that out for a second. That'll give us a few more zoning, a few more zones, I guess. I don't know. Let's go ahead and hit play there. Now we got our things coming in. So let's add this road back in and put some parking there. Okay, so this is 18 parking spots. I wonder what would happen if we used the alley plus parking road. That's okay. Well, that's exactly the same number of parking spots as these 2 parking lots here. We'll just go with that. Okay, so this is high density, medium density, and row houses. Let's put those back. Okay, that's not exactly what I was looking for. I just want to see what happens if we take zoning off of all these roads and just have it off of the roundabout. I'm thinking that that might be a kind of a cool little apartment complex there. So let's try that. Well, not exactly how I was envisioning it, but we will try. Let's kitchen up there a little bit. See what happens if we do that. Okay, nothing. Well, I don't know. I think that'll still be fine. Just go ahead and zone that in. So, I mean, this area already is kind of like broken grid. So, adding a little bit more brokenness, I think, kind of looks cool. Then, obviously, over here, we kind of have an opposing grid like we do in Seattle, which is a bit annoying when you're driving downtown. But let's see here. Do remember putting in something here. I think it was offices. Let's see. Firehouse. Let's check our production real quick. Okay, we got tons for vegetables. That's our main thing. I think we do want some more grain and livestock eventually. Okay, got a lot for minerals. We put in another stone quarry last episode, and I think that that stuck around. That was before we crashed. So petroleum and beverages, yeah. So vegetables and grain. I think we need more processing. I don't think it's our production. I think it's processing. So we'll probably have to add in some more industrial. And then same thing. Food. So 6.8 tons. And what was our surplus? Yeah, I think we should be okay, right? Because some of it's going to come from livestock, some of it's going to come from vegetable. I don't know why food doesn't also come for grain, but that's okay. Oh, I guess it's convenience food that's grain. We're actually doing okay for textiles, which I think is pretty surprising since we don't have any cotton production. Well, maybe we do have cotton production. Where's our cotton farm? Well, I guess it's not cotton, it's fiber. Plant fibers. Let's see, timber. We have a surplus of timber, but let's see what is our... Okay, so 3.9 deficit, and because we're processing it down, since we only have a 3.4 surplus in regular timber, that's going to be less. I'm not sure what the conversion rate is, but we probably need a little bit more timber. It looks like we're only making 0.5 tons a month. But I think this is pretty good. I mean, I've seen tons of cities that have huge deficits in everything, which obviously we don't have. Looks like we could use a little bit more media. Um, not really big enough for lodging. And everything else looks okay. Let's see what does our tax rate for media look like? Because I know we did raise taxes here. Okay, let's give media an incentive to move in since we have zero production of media, which to me is pretty surprising. That's usually one of the two major things. We have zero production for beverages. Let's reduce that. Same thing with crude oil. We do have one oil field. Let's give timber a little bit of a head up. Same thing with food. I'm not okay. So I think we're gonna have to just add in some production. Still get this unoccupied buildings for commercial demand, which I'm not sure. I think that's a bug. But we're doing pretty good for everything else. We got fair demand for offices. We have good demand for industrial. Everything's at plus plus plus. Small homes and noise pollution were the only two items there. I think I am going to make some more suburban sprawl. These are all our single family homes. We do have pockets of smaller single family homes here and here, and as well as in actually I'm going to change the names of these because I did change the name of the city from Bonita Point to Bonita Bay because I like the alliteration better. So I think I'm just going to take out the point, make that Bonita Bay. Probably change the name of Valley Town sometime. I kind of like how Briar ended up being kind of our farming. Actually, okay, we actually need to expand this. We'll probably make it a little bit differently next time. We can definitely reform how things are. I'm going to take off anarchy. Probably should have done that in the beginning, but that's okay. There was something that I was going to do up in here and I can't remember. I think that was it more farms? No, because this creates ground pollution. I forgot. Okay, let's check our production just one more time. So crude oil is probably going to come down to processing. Let's see, we have 5.6 surplus for crude and 12.2 for grain. So petrochemicals probably is going to come down to the amount of processing we have. Same with beverages and food. Let's see here. How much more oil do we have around here? Our natural resources. Okay, so all of our oil is on the coast. Unfortunately, I don't think that's too big of a deal. I know this is not going to help with our budget, but I think we'll go ahead and buy this tile here. I just want to make sure. Okay, why doesn't it show our oil there? Well, it does show it down there, so I'll just go ahead and do that. Okay. Well, that's pretty flat up in there, so we'll I think we'll be okay just coming 90 off of here. I think we'll set this back just a bit. Take off road snapping. Then where is our road access? And I think I'm gonna do go ahead and do that. Okay, so now we need water, power, sewer. Turn on anarchy because I don't want to buy a tile just for that. I know that's a little bit cheap. Okay, we should be good for water, power, and sewer. right, so we're gonna get some fairly large complexes here. So let's see. Almost meat. I don't know why that's coming up right next to oil production. Toys. Okay, so produces machinery, produces electronics, minerals, food, pharmaceuticals, and steel. Those were all things that we actually didn't need more production in, right? So not exactly sure how things come in. Let's look at our demand. Okay, so I accidentally clicked on commercial, but I did see here that empty buildings says it's 0. But if we go into here, it says unoccupied buildings. So I do believe that that's a bug. Let's see. "100% production capacity equals resource need." So does that mean that we have more need or less production? I'm not sure. Okay, so it says no demand for meals, lodging, entertainment, or recreation. There's a huge need for chemicals and entertainment, right? So I'm not exactly sure how the need works. Because over here, it says no demand for entertainment, but obviously we have 1,400, almost 1,500%. Same thing with meals and recreation. Yeah, so we have no negative demand. Industrial and office. Again, no empty buildings. Looks like there are 7 companies that want to move in, if I'm reading that correctly. And then there's no demand for convenience food, vehicles, blah, 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 blah. I think that's where all of our surpluses are, except for like the food and stuff. And obviously there's demand if we're running a deficit. So again, I'm not exactly sure. Anyway, hopefully we can figure that out. Okay, I think these aren't coming in because the zoning is coming off of... Oh no, okay, they did come in. That's good. Okay, we're slowly starting to chip away at this deficit here. Finally breaking 40K. Ah, and we crashed. And we crashed. All right, we'll go ahead and boot up again, see if we can jump back into the game. We'll see how much we lost. Hopefully we just had an autosave while we were looking at our demand curves and things like that. Unfortunately, with mods, higher probability for crashes. I guess we'll just go ahead and load in the autosave. Hopefully we'll be okay with that. Okay, I think we're fairly okay anyway, so we'll just go ahead and continue with what we were doing. I think I'm gonna actually bring this down just a little bit more. All right, let's try to force things to where we want them to be. No, it's not what we wanted. I'm not sure if we're going to actually be able to do it the way that we want. that. Let's turn off snapping. Just get that going right there. Okay, at least that's coming in the way that we want it now. Bring these in just a little bit quicker. I wonder if we have a parking asset that will fit in here nicely. That will definitely fit. Long one is really long, right? Yeah. And this is huge. Okay, that's not bad. I do wish that this one had upgrades, but it doesn't, so let's go ahead and do that. I think that's probably close enough to the bus station also that it will get fairly heavy usage. Then let's come in here with a path. And can we sneak a path in here without messing anything up? We can, that's good. We have a little kind of random area here. Actually, maybe we'll use one of our cool surfaces here that we have. Sure. Maybe we'll try this one. I don't think I've tried this one yet. Oh, we got some deer going through buildings. Let's get a flower bed in here with anarchy. We'll preserve a couple of those trees. Oh, my tree. Okay, good enough. Okay, how do we creep back up to 44? Not sure. Looks like we're good for office demand. We do need to boost up our industrial, so let's go ahead and try to do that. Let's get a couple of 6x6s. I probably should have done a little bit of grading there. Not a big deal. Okay, we did dip down. Okay, we just killed our office demand because probably adding in all that industrial is probably oh, okay. High skill labor is coming back, so that's nice. Labor and high skill labor. Okay, our unemployment is at basically 0. That's good. Tons of open positions. Looks like we need about 800 or so, 820-ish. Looks like we need more jobs for uneducated also, and I think that usually comes from just low density commercial, if I'm not mistaken. Why is this already coming in with no pedestrian access? Okay, I'm gonna save real quick and then see if we can't get this no pedestrian access to go away. Might have to wait for the building to actually spawn in before we can try to mess around with it. Hopefully we can get it. Not exactly sure. I'm probably gonna have to do something about this. I totally forgot we had a path going in there. So maybe instead I'll have this path just go into this path. So let us get rid of that. And get rid of that net lane. I just want to hit my... Let's see, can we get it? Why isn't... That's good enough. I think we'll mess around with that a little bit later. Yeah, I don't know. Don't know. See if we... Maybe if we use move it, we can just nudge it. Yeah, it just really doesn't like this, come on. Yeah, I have no idea. Let's just go ahead and take that out. I don't know. I don't really want to mess around with it all that much. check our education real quick. Okay, we have full attendance. We probably need to rejigger our high schools or add one. College, we're almost at full attendance. University, I think probably when we hit around 1500 for university, we'll add a university. But I think for right now, college isn't too bad. Let's look at our high schools. Guess we'll go ahead and upgrade those. Then go ahead and make a new district here. I'm just going to roughly do it. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. Okay, Palmer Glade. See, probably also need death care. Actually, I'm gonna overlap that as well. And actually, how about death care? Do that. All right, we're close to actually breaking 30,000. Well, okay. Yeah, I don't know. We just had a major exodus, and now we're having another flow back in. Unemployment is starting to creep up again. So our water availability is actually starting to decline since we added a whole bunch of people. Let's see if we can't put in some of these. Okay, that hardly did anything, actually. So we probably do need to add in more, some more water here. Now, the question is, should we do a groundwater pumping station or should we do an advanced pumping station? Polluted water? What? Okay, so we don't want it there. Actually, let's just go ahead and delete that. Actually, probably don't need it all that far out, so I guess we'll just leave that road for now. Complaining about not enough electricity should be easy fix. Let's get that. Okay, that increased our output quite a bit. Let's just go ahead and upgrade everything. I'm not exactly sure why Bonita Point Dispenser doesn't have any cargo, but yeah. Just go ahead and follow this train in. We'll see what how much it picks up. Gonna take a lot longer than I was anticipating, but looks like we're almost there. See if it's gonna actually pick up anything or not. Nope, it is going out empty. That was not what I was expecting, but all right, let's check our bus service real quick. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move this down here. Still doesn't really have access to here. I think that should be okay. That's only like 2 blocks or 1 block. Not quite sure why it's not going to want to go in there. So let's see if we can't move that. Okay, 74. Okay, let's add 2 more buses to that. I don't know if that bus route makes all that much sense, but I think that's probably a little bit better. It'll just dip into here, come out, go here, dip into here, come back up here, and then make its way back. Might want to actually do the same thing with Palmer Glen. I think something's a little bit messed up there. I could probably do a little bit better of a job. I think that's okay for now. We'll do another bus overhaul later. And no vehicles. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna follow this bus just to see where it goes and how it goes, just to see if I was correct in assuming that the bus route is a little bit messed up. I'm gonna pause real quick and get rid of, oops, get rid of some of these crosswalks. I don't think we need so many. It's just going to be slowing things down. Oh, Lana983, thanks so much for the follow. Yeah, I think taking out several of these crosswalks here is going to make things work out just a little bit better. Probably maybe take those out and maybe we can put one closer to the middle. Let's go ahead and do that if we can. Which type of street is this? I don't know if that just messed things up or not, but okay, that worked. Put the crosswalk in the middle. Okay, let's go ahead and follow this bus now. It's an interesting building. Unfortunately, we're looking right into the sun, but okay. It is quite apparent that there's quite a bit of traffic around here. Not sure if we're going to be able to do anything about that. I think I'll take it off of first person view. Let's see if we can find that bus again. I'm gonna follow this bus up here. Okay, so it's gonna dip into Mulberry Street, drop off, and then I think it's just gonna go up here, make a U-turn, come back to this stop here. Oh, do we have 2 bus stops in there? I think we actually have 2 bus stops when I don't think we need... Oh, that's a sports car. Okay. Since we're following this way, I think we can just get away with going full speed here. Okay. Oh, I thought it dipped into there as well. Maybe. Okay, no, it doesn't. It dips into here. Okay, I mean, this bus is actually getting fairly well utilized, so that's good. Okay, I don't know why it's doing a double loop there. Triple loop? What the heck? Okay, so that is not how it's supposed to go. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing me the route. Okay, that takes out that weird loopiness. think also if I do that, that's gonna help a little bit. Okay, and I am gonna take a look at our bus routes that go out of town. So Cambridge Springs, 14% utilization. I think I'm just gonna make all the buses free. Hopefully that'll alleviate some traffic. And we'll filter it by name, so hopefully... Okay, so Pinewood Linden Way. Okay, we're at 78% utilization, so I think I will increase that just a little bit. Go ahead and increase the population density just a little bit over here. Hopefully that'll get this this business here past break even and into profitability. Should be okay in terms of elementary schools, hopefully. Hopefully that'll help these as well. Not exactly sure why I put this commercial over here. Oh no, these are industrial. Okay, but these are commercial. It's not doing too bad. Ooh, we are struggling with employees at the fuel plant. Although profitability is 64%, our efficiency is super low. Oh, that's starting to shift a little bit. Hopefully that's because of the new residential that we put in. Yep, this is back to profitability. Probably need to do a similar thing in Pinewood Crossing. Although we don't have all that much room to be able to do that. Yeah, we got a little bit of room right here. I don't know if I want to go for high density, although there is quite a bit of high density around here. I think I'll go for medium just because we got our row houses and a couple of single family homes here. Go ahead and put in another medium density right there. And how are these guys doing for noise pollution? Yeah, high noise pollution because of the elementary school. Overall happiness should be pretty dang high though, because walking distance to school is giving us a plus 32 buff, and spacious homes. I'm not too worried about that. Let's go back to our company profitability. All right, things are popping back in and out. Let's see, this isn't completely built yet though, so there we go. Hopefully as soon as people start moving in. Okay, let's look for a couple of Okay, so this poorly educated statistic, we have 5, but I think that's because it's children in teens. We are starting to creep up a little bit, so I think we will add another extension wing. says we have overlapping items. I'm not exactly sure why. Good enough. Okay, parking is starting to get to be a bit of a problem here. Let's go ahead and move this up here. Get this in here. I have a feeling that this is going to get fairly well utilized. I don't think I want parking on this entrance here. And probably not here either. Oh my God, why does it do that? Okay, we've got a whole whopping 2 tourists. I think I do want to like pop a hotel. Do we have anything that's a little bit smaller? I guess 2x2 is kind of the kind of what we got here. But I'm thinking that somewhere around the university district, we probably want some sort of hotel just because I guess we'll have to kind of squeeze it in over here. I don't know why all the North American ones seem to be like super, super big. Find a place to put a 3x2. Probably in Pinewood Crossing, I'm guessing. Oh, right. This is all park area. I totally forgot. I think we should be okay, though. We'll just put Anarchy on. Actually, maybe... be like that. Let's get rid of that for just a second. And we'll probably just give the hotel its own little dedicated parking. Okay, so that was what was giving us the no pedestrian access. And I'm guessing that's going to be the same thing over here. So okay, so we put in a couple of hotels. I'm not sure if that's going to help with our tourism or not. Well, I guess it did kind of double it, but I don't know if that's because of the hotels or if that's just coincidental. And I wonder also, I think possibly there are also motels, and those are going to be a little bit smaller. I think that's probably a little bit better. Okay, hopefully that won't go too high. Actually, I am gonna remove that and use that level. Okay, we're having a major exodus right now. I'm not exactly sure why. We're losing 1,000 plus per hour, which doesn't make sense because the population is actually going up. Yeah, so I think this is a bug or something. Okay, so now it's flipped back to 84 an hour. So I think next time I'm gonna do a little bit of rezoning, get some of these single family homes out of East Bonita Bay, because I feel like eventually, you know, this is gonna be basically our downtown core. Then we're gonna need to add a whole bunch of sprawl out here up to this freeway. And eventually back into here for our residential. And this peninsula will be industrial, and we'll probably reserve this also for residential. Which means that we'll probably need another freeway coming this way. And maybe even make a whole new city like over here, and then eventually they'll merge in. But I think that's where I'm going to leave it right now. I'll probably jump back on and play another game in a little bit, but I'll probably get something to eat first. I usually try to stream Monday through Friday around 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time and go for a few hours. So maybe I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.